Well, guys, welcome to the Swarm Unplugged Special Edition. I know we had a lot of talk tonight in our meeting about a NFT with M2 and Arnie and his wonderful trip down in Ecuador. So this here NFT is limited edition commemorative NFT, soon to be released.
And a big welcome to everyone to this special edition of the Swarm Unplugged. Now, before I even go a step further, I'm going to make sure that I have a very special guest that will translate for me and for everyone, both in English and in Spanish, as it is necessary for everyone on the viewing that's viewing right now to get it, because we're going to have a lot of folks from South America that are going to join us. So let me welcome first Mira to the program. And good evening, and welcome to the Swarm Unplugged. My goodness gracious. It is good to see you. Where are you located right now?
Well, right now I am in Ibarra, to the north of Ecuador, a little bit city we call the White City. It's a beautiful city in Ibarra, Ecuador.
Okay. Now, if I were to say welcome to everybody in Ecuador, Colombia, Panama, how would you say it for me?
You will say, bienvenidos al programa Colombia, Ecuador y todo Latinoamérica.
Very good. Now we're gonna keep that up all during the show. So just bear with us, and thank you so much for helping us do this in the proper way, because we're here to honor what's going on down there, and of course the good doctor and all of his good work, as well as your organizational work. It's all so fascinating, and we've got a lot to show tonight. A whole lot to show. Now,
thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And right now, I'm going to bring on my co-host to chat with us a little bit. So if you'd like to translate that, go ahead.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that everybody is here.
Hola a todos. Estoy muy feliz de que todos ustedes estén aquí. Les doy la bienvenida.
And we are excited to bring on our other back-end technical director. Rick is going to join us now, I hope.
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
Estoy muy contento de darle la bienvenida a nuestro técnico director, Rick, que tal vez ya va a entrar.
Well, what we're actually going to do right now is that we're going to show a video, and it is a home that is in, I believe it's in Ecuador, that was videotaped by Dr. Arnold. And
lo que en realidad queremos hacer en este momento es demostrarles un video de la casa donde está trabajando el doctor Arnold Duby.
Very good. Now, as he speaks, he has voiceover on this, and we'll ask that to be translated too.
Yes. Aquí él tiene en este video también voces y de la misma manera lo vamos a traducir.
Okay, let's go watch that video right now.
Vamos.
This is the house here. This is their kitchen. This is where they cook their meals. Hello. That's where they cook their meals.
Aquí es donde la gente cocina la comida. Miren, observen todas las comodidades. ¿Qué comodidades tiene la gente aquí? Ahora estamos entrando a la casa.
Ya entendemos su dolor. Está bien aplicada la postulación de todas estas casas que ustedes van a ver. Doctor, let's go. Please.
Como así de bed, no mattress.
I know.
This is the mattress.
This is the owner of the home.
Ella es la dueña de la casa.
This is their bed. They have no mattress.
Esta es su cama.
Just pieces
Este es
of
el
wood at the
colchón.
bottom. I'll lift it up so you can see. This is the straw. That's their bed there.
Esa es la cama donde la gente duerme.
Sí, ya les dijimos que ella es la hija. O sea que aquí
Can you
vivían
imagine when it rains, what happens here?
¿Pueden imaginarse ustedes cuando llueve qué sucede en esta casa?
Pero aquí vivían 4 personas.
But
Ella es la hija, él es
it was still somewhere that they could have called their home.
Todavía para ellos
God has
esto
been
es un
good.
lugar
God
donde
bless them
ellos
with
pueden
that.
llamar casa.
I'll show you the house in a moment.
Les voy a indicar la casa completa en un momento.
Right. Now that is the of course the inside of some of the village homes, I assume. And this particular person that we were just showing is going to be awarded a home. Is that right?
I have some problems. I cannot listen very well to you, Christopher.
Okay. All right. This person is about to be awarded a home.
Yes, the woman who has with the dress is the owner of the home.
Yes, and she's about to be awarded a home built by Dr. Arnold.
Yes. She applied for a house. Yeah, she is applying for a house.
Okay. All right, if you would translate that for us.
Yes. Ok. Las personas que vieron ustedes en el video son las personas que están deseosas de tener una casa, ¿sí? Eso es lo que va a explicar ahora el doctor Arnold Dubai.
And with that, let's bring on the very adored and very loved Dr. Arnold Dubai.
Con esa introducción ahora lo llamamos al show a nuestro querido y amado doctor Arnold Dubai.
Good evening to my bees family.
Buenas noches para mi familia bees, abejas.
I'm so excited to be able to share with you tonight what is being transformed in Ecuador during the past couple of days. And it's a beautiful experience, but at the same time it's heart-wrenching.
Para mí es un gusto y un placer dirigirme a ustedes para mostrarles lo que está sucediendo, el gran cambio que estamos haciendo en esta comunidad, por medio de esta comunidad.
It's one thing when you can look at something and at a photograph or even a video of something, but to be able to see the reality of it, of literally walking into that situation, it's heartbreaking.
Realmente Es muy diferente para nosotros pasarles fotos, que ustedes vean los videos, que ustedes vean las imágenes, pero otra cosa muy dolorosa es presenciarlo y vivir estas situaciones con mi gente.
That area is it's an area that is called Pedro Carbo.
El área que ustedes están viendo se llama Pedro Carbo.
A very poor area.
Una área muy pobre.
But not poor at heart.
Pero no pobres de corazón.
When we saw the reception that we received from these people, I knew for a fact that it was the input of the community that made that a reality. It was not just the homeowner alone.
Cuando tuve el recibimiento de estas personas tan lindo, tan cálido, inmediatamente supe con quién estaba tratando, de qué persona se trataba, y no eran solo la dueña de la casa, estaban juntos toda la comunidad.
And it is so beautiful to see that people within a community can come together and help someone who in need, and at the same time to share in the joy of receiving something that means the world to her.
Y realmente para mí es gratificante y me llena el corazón saber que toda una comunidad, no solamente ella, toda una comunidad estaba ahí para recibir, para ayudarla, para conectarse todos juntos y tener la alegría y compartir la alegría con esta persona que ahora estaba llena de esperanza recibiendo algo para ella.
As a matter of fact, I don't know if Chris has that little speech that she made. It really brought tears to my eyes because she was saying that her mother, while her mother was alive, her mother was saying to her, please try and get a little home for yourself. And her mother died.
Oh.
And to be able to, she just poured her heart out because she said that.
Arnie, let me say this. I'd like to show the video right now. How about
Beautiful.
that?
But please let me translate, please, the last thing. Okay. Me pregunto si Chris tiene el video con la voz de la persona, de la dueña de casa, donde ella abre su corazón al mundo y cuenta toda la experiencia de la razón cómo llegó a este lugar, donde su madre le pidió que por favor que luche por tener un hogar. Ahora lo van a pasar.
¿Dónde estabas? Vivir conmigo. Pero gracias a este proyecto se ha hecho realidad, aunque ellos no estén. Pero donde el cielo estén, sé que han de estar muy contentos porque yo ya tengo una casa propia. Muchas gracias de todo corazón. Estoy agradecida con los ingenieros que han también hecho realidad este sueño. Al ingeniero Giovanni, al ingeniero Zamora y al ingeniero Juan Carlos y a todas las personas que me han apoyado, a mis hermanas, a mis hermanos, y a mi cuñado y a mi suegra y a todos. ¿Qué más? Al maestro Cipriano que me dijo, no pierdas la esperanza, que en su casa se va a hacer realidad. Tenga fe, mucha fe, la tengo mucho. Y muchas gracias a todos los que me han apoyado. Y muchas gracias, doctor, ingeniera. Muchísimas gracias de todo corazón.
Now, I'm going to have to ask you to give us a brief overview of what she said because we could not hear you while the video is going. Could you repeat that in English for us a little bit, just to hit the high points for me?
Okay, she said, I'm going to do a summary. She said that the dream was starting for her parents. Her parents are died already. They died already. But before they died, their parents says, please fight, please keep the hope to have a home. So now that's why she's crying. She said that now they pass out, but now she's having the parents' dream to come out, to come to life, to come real for her. She thanks Dr. Dubai. She thanks all the people who makes this dream to come true. She's just happy to have it, and she thanks first God and all the people who had helped her to make this dream to come true. It was the dream of her parents. She said, they are not here to share with me this beautiful, this feeling of having a home, but it was the dream of my parents. So they are happy on heaven looking that I have a home, she said.
That is absolutely beautiful. Doctor, you experience this a lot. Does this always touch you?
En realidad esto es muy increíble. Doctor Dubai, usted experiencia esto de primera mano. ¿Cómo se ha sentido así? ¿Cómo se siente?
This is not something that touches you. This is something that breaks your heart.
Esto no
I've
es algo
seen
que
a
te
lot of this.
toca, esto es algo que rompe tu corazón.
Sometimes it makes you speechless. You just don't know what to say.
A veces simplemente te quedas sin palabras, simplemente no sabes qué decir.
But the greatest satisfaction is to see that those tears are wiped away because of the joy that comes into a person's life. That's the greatest satisfaction.
La más grande satisfacción que llena mi corazón es saber que toda esa gente ahora está llena de júbilo, llena de alegría, me llena de mucha satisfacción.
Now, let's take a look at one other video.
Ahora vamos a observar otro video
of the Okay. Good. What were some of the things that people were saying at that?
That was a place called Loma Alta, and the person's name was Julia Tomala. That's
Este lugar se llama Loma Alta y el nombre de la persona que está ahí es Julia.
It's amazing when you listen to the different stories in people's lives.
Es increíble cuando tú escuchas las historias de cada una de estas personas en sus vidas.
These are people who never thought that in their lives they would be able to acquire a home of their own. It was like something that was impossible.
Estas personas son de aquellas personas que pensaron que nunca en su vida iban a poder tener acceso a una casa. Ellas pensaban que era imposible.
Even some of the people within the community could hardly believe that this was happening.
Inclusive algunas personas de la comunidad difícilmente podían creerlo lo que estaba sucediendo en este lugar.
They can't even believe it because it is hard for them to accept that a person of that caliber who really was struggling, didn't have anything, to come and have a home of this quality. It's something that communities are stunned about.
Inclusive para la gente que tiene poco más de acceso, tiene más facilidades, era sumamente increíble. No lo podían creer. ¿Cómo pudo una persona acceder a una casita digna para su hogar?
In simple language, it's a miracle in the lives of these people.
En lenguaje simple, para ellos fue un milagro en sus vidas.
And that's what Be Social is all about. Creating miracles in families and communities.
De eso se trata Be Social, milagros en la familia y en las comunidades.
Doctor, how many homes have you dedicated this week?
Well,
Doctor, ¿cuántas casas has inaugurado, has dedicado esta semana?
Yesterday, there were 3 homes, and the day before that, which was the official launch in Ecuador, and that one was televised live. Thanks very much to you guys.
3 casas ayer y anteriormente la cuarta, donde ustedes, gracias a ustedes, estuvieron invitándome y ustedes tuvieron la oportunidad de compartir el lanzamiento de nuestra comunidad el primer día.
We still have 8 more homes to dedicate, but on the 24th of this month, I think it's a Saturday, we are going to be dedicating a home in the town where Mireya is, right in Ibarra.
Yes, tenemos 24 casas todavía que inaugurar, que bendecir, pero el 24 vamos a inaugurar una casa en el pueblo donde está Mireya, en Ibarra.
On that occasion, we are hoping to dedicate the home and then move from the home to the stadium, where a lot of people will be gathered together, but of course, maintaining the distance, and that's why we chose the stadium.
En esa ocasión va a ser muy especial también. Estamos planeando bendecir la casa y desde la casa dirigirnos con toda la gente, con toda la multitud de la gente hacia el estadio. Por supuesto, respetando las reglas, ya que tenemos que mantener el distanciamiento. Por eso nos vamos a dirigir al estadio.
And what we are hoping to achieve on that occasion will be basically to tell people who Be Social is, or who comprise Be Social. It's an international community or an international family. And also to let them know not just who Be Social is, but what is the purpose of and objective of Be Social, and how they can become a beneficiary of what Be Social provides.
En esta ocasión, principalmente queremos dirigirnos a la gente para presentarles a la gran comunidad de Abeja Social. Queremos que todos sepan de nosotros, de ustedes, y que sepan la manera como ellos pueden beneficiarse de esta linda comunidad.
So on the 24th, maybe we might be able to do something for our audience. Maybe if it is possible, something similar to what we did at the official launch. It's going to be a grand time.
Espero, por favor, podamos hacer algo con ustedes, así como lo hicimos en el lanzamiento en Guayaquil. Podemos hacer algo. Va a ser un grandioso tiempo también.
What time are you planning on doing that, Arnie? When are you hoping to do that on the 24th?
our contractor there, Marco, he's going to give us that time, and we will let you know way in advance.
Nuestro
What time it
consultor,
is. What time-
Tony, pregunta al doctor que más o menos a qué horas están planeando hacer la bendición de la casa en Ibarra. El doctor Arnold Dubay responde que el constructor en Ibarra va a encargarse de eso y les va a indicar la hora exacta para hacerlo.
Doctor, it would be our honor to participate.
Doctor, será un honor participar con ustedes.
Chris, Arnie is just enough.
Chris,
I am comfortable with that.
Okay, Arnie, you've had so many experiences since you went to the area.
Arnie, ¿usted tiene alguna experiencia dentro de toda el área?
So far, do you have anything that really sticks out in your mind?
¿Hay cosas que en realidad se quedaron pregnadas en su mente?
Yes, there is one specific incident.
Sí, lo tengo. Es un incidente muy específico.
I have a little soft spot in my heart for little children.
Tengo bastante espacio en mi corazón para niños pequeñitos.
There was one lady, and I did speak about her in the past. We dedicated her home. Oh, there is good. That's one of my prize
Hay
photographs.
una persona muy especial que estamos dedicando ahí su casa y aquí pueden ver ustedes el dibujo, la foto.
We dedicated her home yesterday for her, but she came to Ibarra on my birthday celebration.
Estuvimos ayer inaugurando, dedicando su casita y en realidad ella también vino a Ibarra en mi cumpleaños.
And that's a long way to travel, maybe 8 to 10 hours from where she lives to get to Ibarra.
Y en realidad es un largo camino desde donde ella vive para llegar hasta Ibarra.
She came all that way to be able to say thanks for what we have done for her.
Ella viajó todo ese camino largo solamente para decir gracias por haber hecho el sueño realidad.
And she mentioned that my children are longing to see you.
Y ella mencionó en esa ocasión que sus hijos están deseosos de verle.
Well, Arnie also realized there were a lot of celebrations. I think we have a film on a very special celebration that went on.
Your birthday. Happy birthday to you. La foto, esta es la vuelta.
That was the extended birthday celebration, which was yesterday. They could not have attended the birthday celebration a week ago, but they prepared for when I was coming. But esa
fue una extensión de la celebración de mi cumpleaños. Ellos no pudieron viajar a celebrar hace una semana, pero nuevamente tuve otra celebración de mi cumpleaños.
I want to share with you that story I was telling just now. When we went to this lady's home, it was
quiero contarles la historia de la persona de las que la estaba hablando.
Her little daughter just ran toward me and just gave me a great big hug.
Su hija pequeña vino corriendo hacia mí y simplemente me dio un gran abrazo.
That was something that really stuck out in my mind.
Eso fue algo que realmente se va a quedar impregnado en mi corazón.
You should see the smiles on those children's faces now that they have a home.
Ustedes deberían ver las caras de esas pequeñas ahora que dicen tengo un hogar, tengo una casa.
So the whole thing about being down there, I actually was a total celebration for all the work that's been going on for how many years, Arnie?
Well, in the
Absolutamente,
community,
absolutamente. Este trabajo que estamos viendo es un arduo trabajo. Arnie, por favor, ¿puede decir de cuánto tiempo se trata todo este trabajo?
I've been working with Ecuador for about 11 years, but
He
only
estado
within
trabajando en Ecuador por alrededor de 11 años.
but only within the last 3 years I've been working in the communities.
Pero es solamente en los últimos 3 años he estado trabajando dentro de las comunidades.
But have developed a tremendous love and trust with the people.
Pero he desarrollado una tremenda unión y amor con las personas.
Well, I know that the people know how to have a good time. I have evidence of it right here.
Yo sé que las personas lo han estado pasando muy bien y tengo las evidencias justo aquí.
Now that's having fun right there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
their way of welcoming you.
Esa es la manera como ellos te dan la bienvenida. You should learn to dance, dear doctor. And you, Chris and Tony, you need to come to Ecuador.
Oh, well,
Love
I would love nothing more, as a matter of fact, especially if you were my guide, so I knew where I was going and what I was doing. That'd be good. Okay.
Si
Now-
ustedes me acompañan, si ustedes me ayudan, sí, con mucho gusto.
Well, now we have a couple of photos we want to put up and just talk about them for a moment. Rick, are you ready?
Tenemos unas cuantas fotos que me gustaría que la gente las vea para que puedan, por favor, hablar de ellas. ¿Está listo?
Now, tell me a little bit about this. This is a large crowd, Arnie.
Yeah,
Por
this
favor,
is
cuéntame, Arnie, acerca de esta foto. Es bastante gente, ¿verdad?
this is a crowd whereby we were telling them about who we are and what we are doing. We were also giving them information pertaining to the projects. But it was basically a time, if you want to call it education, to get people to understand. Don't let anyone ever tell you you are a poor person. Nobody is poor.
Esta multitud que ustedes ven aquí es personas que vinieron a atendernos, a saber de qué se trata, quiénes somos, qué queremos hacer. Toda esta gente está aquí especialmente para saber más, para aprender. Y lo que siempre yo digo es que nunca les digan a estas personas que son pobres, jamás.
Knowledge is one of the richest, if not the richest resource on the planet. People are the richest resource that you can find. Not gold, not diamond, not oil.
Las personas son la realidad, el tesoro de este planeta, no el oro, no las minas. En realidad, el tesoro de este planeta son las personas.
And so this is what we want people to understand, that if we can work together, we can be able to provide a little more education that they need with the right tools in their hands, and their lives can be transformed. At the same time, they can feel proud of themselves because they have done it.
A estas personas lo que les queremos es hacer comprender que son valiosas, que junto a un equipo y a las posibilidades y a las alternativas que se les da, podemos hacer grandes cosas.
This
And
was also an occasion when people were talking about the different needs in their communities.
Esta ocasión además fue oportuna para que las personas comenten acerca de todas las necesidades que hay en las comunidades.
And Tony, as we put up more photographs, I know you have many questions, so I want to bow out for a moment and let you take it from here.
You know, Arnie, one of the things that you mentioned about Saturday and being in the stadium, so the COVID obviously is going to stretch, have people stretched out. And so I want to talk about that in a minute, but I do want you to address these photographs that we're seeing, and maybe at the end, Mara can kind of give us an overall explanation of what you said, Arnie.
This is one of the homes that people live in. And these homes, basically, if you walk in them, you have to walk as if you're walking on needles.
Esta es una de las casas en donde la gente vive. Usted puede fijarse en las condiciones que estas personas viven.
What people try to do is to find a little bit of a shelter for themselves and their families. Not
Lo que las personas
anywhere,
están tratando de aquí es simplemente de poner algún refugio para su familia y para su gente.
something like this doesn't lend to security. There's no such thing as a security as such.
En una casa de esta manera, de esta forma, no tiene ninguna seguridad.
They are basically what we will call dry weather houses.
Es simplemente una casita que le llamaríamos casa de clima seco.
When the rainy season comes in, it's very difficult for them.
Cuando la lluvia viene, es muy difícil para ellos.
One little child asked her mother, "Mama, when will we get a good house?"
Un niño pequeño le preguntó a su madre, mamá, ¿cuándo vamos a tener una verdadera casa?
God, she said in response, God in his right time will give us one.
Y ella respondió, Dios en el momento adecuado y en el momento oportuno nos dará una casa.
Tell us about this picture, Arnie, right here.
This
Cuéntanos
one
de esta
is,
foto, por favor.
this one really, this made me cry the other day. This little boy is a handicap. There
Esta
are
foto en
10
realidad me hizo llorar. Este pequeño niño es un niño discapacitado.
in the family of this little boy. He has a brother who has a bullet in his head to be taken out.
En esta familia, su hermano además tiene una bala metida en su cabeza.
And maybe we might see that picture with me just hugging that little boy. But this is one of 10 families who are living in Ibarra, right where Mireja is, in a 3-bedroom, I think it's 3 bedrooms house. 10 families living in there. These are
Este pequeño niño pertenece a una de las 10 familias que viven en una casita pequeña de 3 dormitorios en Ibarra, donde está Mireya.
These are people who have been given a little bit of a shelter because they were able to escape from the difficult situation in Venezuela.
Ellos simplemente aquí están refugiados para tener un techo donde esconderse, donde estar protegidos, ya que están viniendo de la dura realidad en Venezuela.
And in spite of their condition, in spite of his decapitated condition, the smile on his face just wins your heart.
A pesar de toda la dura vida que tienen que vivir, a pesar de las dificultades que pasan en sus hogares, ustedes pueden fijarse en la sonrisa que ponen en sus labios.
This specific family is one that I am really stretching out to find some help, both for this little boy and for his brother, who we need to remove the bullet from his brain, from his head.
Este es el chico que yo quiero especialmente ayudar por su condición y a su hermano necesitamos ayudarle porque tenemos que sacar la bala que está alojada en su cabeza.
Arnie, now there's a staircase behind you and a table in that last picture. Where were you exactly where that was taking place? Where is that?
That was on the ground floor. And that little staircase takes you upstairs where there is one room. And you've got about 2 families living in that one room. At the
Wow.
back of the building, there are several little rooms. There are about 2 other rooms. And the rest of the families live there.
Esta es una casita donde tienen poquitas habitaciones. En esta habitación abajo están viviendo 3 familias. En la parte de atrás hay muchas más familias. Son 7 familias que viven en una pequeña casa.
Our goal is to be able to put up a structure where these families would be able to be a little more comfortable. The beautiful thing about it is that each one of these families want to be able to work with their hands and support their families. They don't want to be like this the rest of their lives, but to be able to provide something a little more comfortable for them in the interim is what we would like to do.
Nos gustaría trabajar y proveer mejores condiciones para esta familia. Queremos hacerles que ellos mismos se sustenten, queremos que estas personas se sientan muy capaces para sentirse felices.
Arnie, we're going to go through a few pictures now, and then you reflect on a few of them so that you can tell us which one touches you the most, if you can, if that's okay.
This is the girl I was telling you about. When I got to her mother's house, she came to Ibarra and said that my children want to see you. When will you come? When I got there, this was the little girl who ran to me and gave me a big hug.
Esta foto es acerca de la niña que les cuento que su madre pudo viajar a Ibarra y me dijo con lágrimas en sus ojos, mis niños, mis hijos le están esperando allá. Y ella es su hija, ella es la que me llenó de abrazos cuando estuve en su casa.
It looks like a lot of love in that picture. That's what I see.
That's for sure.
Se ve bastante amor en esa foto, eso es lo que yo puedo ver.
This is one of my other special with the little children.
Es otra foto con otro niño pequeño, muy especial.
This was in the community where you saw the lady who got her new home and she was crying.
Esta es la hijita de la señora que obtuvo su casa nueva y que estuvo agradecida con lágrimas en sus ojos.
That's the twins.
Oh, ellas son gemelas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here is the third recipient of our home, the beneficiary.
Ella es la tercera beneficiaria de nuestra casa, de una de nuestras casas.
Yeah. She was really overjoyed.
Ella estaba en realidad muy alegre, muy feliz.
Now, when you do the ribbon cutting and you have many dignitaries around and with you, how does that feel?
Cuando estuviste por allá hubo muchísimas autoridades, muchísimas dignidades que estuvieron acompañándole. ¿Cómo se sintió?
It feels good to have them there.
Se siente bien tenerlos allí.
Because we want them to understand that we are not in competition with government. We are coming alongside of the government to help the government meet the needs of its people.
Lo que queremos es que ellos sepan que nosotros no estamos compitiendo con las autoridades para hacer otro trabajo. Lo que nosotros queremos hacer es que ellos comprendan que estamos al lado de ellos para ayudarles a hacer un mejor trabajo.
I am just hoping that when they see what is being done, it will touch their hearts to lean a little more toward the needs of the community.
Lo que yo espero de todo corazón es que estas personas, las autoridades, vean lo que estamos haciendo y que esto toque su corazón para motivarlos a hacer más por su gente.
One thing we don't do is that we don't get involved in politics.
Pero una de las cosas que nosotros no hacemos es involucrarnos con la política.
We respect every government. We pray for them that God will give them wisdom to rule and guide their people in the right way. And in whatever way we can be of assistance, we are ready and willing to help. And that's what we do.
Lo que nosotros queremos hacer, lo respetamos mucho, pero nosotros lo que queremos hacer que ellos comprendan que se puede hacer mucho más, que podemos trabajar juntos y que podemos hacer muchas cosas grandes por la gente que lo necesita.
But how many more homes are being prepared or under construction, and in what countries?
¿Cuántas
Well,
casas más están preparándose para ser construidas y en cuáles países?
Well, we've got 8 more homes in Ecuador to dedicate, those that are completed and are ready to be handed over. But we have
Tenemos 8 casas listas para ser bendecidas, listas para ser dedicadas.
But we have homes in Colombia and also in Panama to be built.
También tenemos que construir casas en Colombia y en Panamá.
Well, that means that there's a lot of work to be done, and you guys are tackling it extremely well.
Eso significa que hay mucho trabajo por hacer y ustedes lo están haciendo muy bien.
Now, in wrapping up this episode, a special edition, not episode, special edition about not only Arnie and Dr. Arnie, in all of South America, it's really just the beginning. And yes, we're going to be honored to be with you on August the 24th. Because I know you'll have a multi-camera crew ready to go like you did before. It was absolutely so exciting to do it.
Yep.
Nosotros estaremos muy felices de acompañarle en esta jornada, en este camino que usted ha emprendido. Y yo sé que hay mucha gente que lo está ayudando y seguro lo vamos a hacer muy bien.
And now I have a special presentation for you. And I'm going to have Rick Shearer come on and join us right now because he has put together a special presentation to wrap up this podcast.
Well, Arnie, as I always...
Rick, let her translate.
Tenemos aquí a Rick que tenemos preparado para el doctor Arnold una especial presentación. Adelante, Rick.
Arnie, your work is a godsend and a blessing to everyone and every place you set your foot on.
Arnie, su trabajo en realidad es una bendición en todos los lugares y en todas partes donde usted ha estado.
Okay.
All right, Rick, let's let it roll. This is special this is you, Arnie. This is our gift to you.
El aplauso, por favor, para estos jóvenes que se dedican a hacer arte, ¿verdad?
What a absolutely wonderful job. Rick, thank you so much. I come back on the screen so we can all say good night. And thank you, Dr. Arnie and Myrea, if I say it right.
Yes.
And of course, you did a wonderful job in the translation, and I'm forever grateful. Thank you so much. And of course, our inevitable co-host, Mr. Tony K, and our techno wizard, Mr. Rick Shear, which did a fabulous job on that particular finish with the video audio presentation. And truly a gift to you both for all the things that you do. We hope that maybe you can take that and use it in some other ways in the future. Thanks to everyone. It's been a wonderful evening. I hate to even close it out, but we're going to have to do that as it is. So
Muchísimas gracias a todo. Para nosotros ha sido un placer estar aquí. Gracias por la traducción, Mireia. Gracias, doctor Arnie, por estar aquí presentándonos y haciéndonos parte de esta maravillosa obra que usted está haciendo. No quisiera cortar, pero el tiempo lo apremia. Nos estaremos viendo muy pronto.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Good
Absolutely.
evening. Thank you very much, Christopher, for inviting us.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much.
see you.
Thanks for coming
All
in.
right.
God bless you all. Bye.
God bless you all.